a park where captive animals, often from all over the world, live and are exhibited to visitors, is a zoo or zoological garden. The word zoo comes from Greek word zoion, which means animal. Zoos bring to people the often strange and always fascinating animals of lands both near and far. Few people in the West, for example, have the opportunity to visit such places as the jungles of Asia or the grasslands of Africa to see the animals native to those regions. Many urban dwellers do not even have the opportunity to visit nearby farms or the wild areas of their own country. At a zoo, however, people may see in captivity the wild animals about which they read and hear. A primary function of modern zoos is to educate the public. Zoos try to teach visitors the ecological and behavioral details of particular animals, both native and exotic. Zoos are also concerned with the general issues of conservation, preservation, and habitat protection, and with preventing species from becoming threatened, endangered, or extinct. Zoo activities may include captive breeding programs, which reduce the need for removal of animals from the wild, and reintroduction programs to return rare or declining species to wild habitats. Some zoos provide direct support for conservation efforts through the establishment of nature reserves where animals are protected. To carry out such programs successfully, zoos are involved in the development of a wide variety of technologies. One example of this is biotelemetry, in which radio transmitters are placed on individual animals released into the wild so that they can be tracked by field researchers. New techniques of animal capture and transport are also being developed at some facilities to reduce injury and mortality of animals. All modern zoos are interested in developing the most effective techniques for the diagnosis and treatment of diseases of wild animals, as well as in developing better approaches to animal husbandry. All of these research and conservation efforts result in another function of the modern zoo, the professional training of personnel. Zoos today are also becoming sanctuaries for vanishing wildlife. Rapidly growing human populations are destroying many natural habitats of wild animals. Unless they are given protection now, many species of animals may become extinct within the next few generations. Modern zoos can provide this protection, and by breeding threatened species in captivity, they may save rare animals for future generations. How modern zoos display animals? Many of the older zoos were actually parks with fenced enclosures and buildings containing caged animals. Lions, tigers, and other cats were kept in one house, monkeys in another, birds in another. Singer animals in bear cages were not very interesting to the visitors. However, many animals that live in groups in the wild also did not adapt well to living alone. Modern zoos present the animals by showing them in surroundings that resemble as closely as possible their natural habitats. Visitors to a modern zoo can look across a plain and see lions apparently free to wander. Nearby are birds, with antelopes and zebras feeding at the edge of a waterhole. The other animals are not afraid of the lion because they are separated from them by wide, deep trenches or moats. These moats are also separate the visitors from the animals in the exhibit. The moats are often hidden with plants, and the visitors frequently does not notice them. The animals appear to be living wild in their natural settings. Often what appear to visitors as real trees, rocks, and vines, however, are in fact artificial. These naturalistic parts of the exhibit are built of durable materials and designed to withstand rough treatment by the animals. Exhibits with more than one species sharing this space are stimulating for the animal inhabitants and educational for the visitors. In the African plains exhibit at Riverbanks Zoo in Colombia, giraffes, zebras, and ostriches live in the same area and can interact as they would in their native Africa. Other animals in mixed species habitats at Riverbanks Zoo include ajotis, residing with howler monkeys, meerkats with hornbills, sloths with tamarines. These animals exist together peacefully at the zoo as they do in their wild habitats because each species occupies a particular niche or special place in the habitat. None competes with the others for the same food or lives in exactly the same space, and none prey on the other. The Oklahoma City Zoo features a 6.5-acre tropical habitat exhibit with cliff and streams. Visitors can observe 3 types of great apes, gorillas, and chimpanzees, and other wildlife from both indoor and outdoor vantage points. Visitors to the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro are able to watch African elephants, rhinos, ostriches, and other wildlife in a natural grassland and forest environment that resembles their native Africa. Some zoos are fortunate in having beautiful natural surroundings that can be adapted to the display of animals. The San Antonio Zoo displays its more than 3,000 animals from around the world in the naturalistic settings created by tree-lined San Antonio River and the limestone cliffs of an old rock quarry. Forested areas are alive with the sight and sounds of the primates, macaques, and other animals of the rainforests. Nearby arid hillsides serve as backdrop to exhibit highlighting Africa's Rift Valley and the outback of Australia. In Francisco Zoo is a 1 acre of rolling hills and Monterey cypress trees that are home to a family of gorillas. Birds are also effectively displayed out of doors. All zoos still have enclosed structures which are especially necessary when the animals must be brought indoors for the winter or at night.
हाय यारो